This video will introduce the IBM SPSS Statistics 26 interface and is ideal for anyone that has never used the program before. I'm going to start off by opening up IBM SPSS Statistics 26. From this screen, I can open an existing file or I can choose to open a new dataset. What loads is the data view. This is the screen where you would enter your data. You'll also notice there is a variable view, and this is where you would enter data and information about each of the variables. To understand these tabs in further detail, I've opened up a file with some data and specified variables within it. You can see on the variable view there's all of the information about each of the variables, and in the data view there's all of the data. You can see this is a survey about people's experiences of workshops in the library. In the data view, all of the people's responses are visible. The rows 1 through 20 specify the responses of each individual participant, and all of the columns represent each question in the survey. This layout is the same for any SPSS file. Variables are always across the top, and the rows have the data for each of them. You'll notice at the top of the screen there's an icon that lets us switch between the value labels and the numbers underneath them. Clicking this will switch from the numbers to the textual overlays. Remember, SPSS doesn't understand words, so while ever possible you want to represent all of your data with numbers. As you can see here, the number 1 in column Q1 represents male, and the number 2 represents female. While we can see the textual labels, it's the numbers that SPSS cares about. In addition to the two tabs that are visible here, you also need to be aware of how SPSS outputs anything we ask it to do. For example, if you make a graph in Excel, it will load within the same sheet. This isn't the case in SPSS. I'm going to quickly open a graph. Don't worry too much about the buttons I'm clicking on, this is just to show you the output. You'll see the output has loaded in the IBM SPSS Statistics viewer. This is a separate window to that of the data editor. This file is also saved independently. If I save the data file, I have not saved any output. If you want access to both the data and any outputs you generate, you'll need to save both of these files independently. Any output that you do generate in SPSS can also be copied and can be pasted into other programs. Stay tuned for the next video that will open up a blank document and show you how to specify variables.